Good morning, beautiful people. It's still very early in the morning. I hope you're doing well. The presidential elections are going on right now. But apart from that, I feel that there's a lot going on. It's very difficult for me to sleep lately. It's like so much stuff is happening, especially in the night. And I realize that the only thing I can do then is just, sort of hold on. I was thinking of that beautiful song of John Mayer. It's called Emoji of a Wave. And he sings something like, oh honey, it's just a wave. And when it comes, I just hold on until it's gone. And that's sometimes how the nights feel to me right now. That so much stuff is coming up, like all these old programs, all this old stuff that wants to be processed. In my case, it has a lot to do with what I sometimes call the shame, guilt, fear trip. This whole program that tells us that we're bad and we're sinful and we got it wrong. And in my case, it makes me feel responsible for others and for the world. I just sort of take that burden upon my shoulders. And what really helps in that case is the work of Byron Katie, where she asks, is it your responsibility? Is it their responsibility? Or is it God's responsibility? And that can sometimes really help when you're sort of feeling bad or guilty, that you realize, all right, but, that person also has their karma to solve. It's not my responsibility. And even though we hurt people with who we are or through who we are, still it is their responsibility to solve that. That is their lesson. And so it's good to use your discerning power, because otherwise, it becomes a jungle all jumbled up in your head. And you think you're responsible for others, or you think you're responsible for the world. You are not. You're responsible for yourself, for your own inner state. And for me, it all comes down to when these storms hit, when these waves come, like, what is my anchor? Is there something that I can anchor on? I can ground myself. And for me, that is my lifeline to God, as I call it, source, the love of my life. There's something that is always smiling at me, and that really, really helps me to remember that when the storms hit, there's something I can hold on to, and until the wave is gone. So maybe a good question for you today, like, what is your anchor? What can you anchor on when the storms hit? All right, I wish you a very beautiful day. And remember, when the storms hit, ask yourself, is this my responsibility? Is it someone else's? Is it God's? And anchor on something beautiful, something real, something eternal that you can hold on to until the wave passes, and the alchemistic process of bringing all this burdensome dark stuff to the light, until that process is finished. And once again, we are in the light. This is Tijn from Amsterdam, wishing you a beautiful day.